are some ways you can be more productive in the year 2025. Hello, it's Asasari and I welcome you back to the show. Yes, if you are new here, this is the Asasari podcast, and today I bring you yet an interesting topic. It's the beginning of the year and a lot of goals have been set, a lot of vision have been put to paper, or if you are yet to even put it to paper, I encourage you to do so. So guys, today we'll be talking about how to be more productive as a lazy person. Yes, if you are like me, you really have the motivation to get up and do some things or get the work done, or you only like waiting till the dying moment to get some work done. So this is for you. And today I will be sharing some tips that have really benefited me, or I have also gotten from other persons experience. So the first tip I'll be giving today, one of the techniques that I've used over and over again, it actually helped me through school. It is called the Pomodoro technique. That is breaking your tasks into smaller bits of time. What I mean is that you allot time to your tasks, not so long, smaller bits. I want to read, let me read for like 30 minutes or 20, then I will have a break, then come back again and read for another 25 minutes, then have a break and come back to read for another 30 minutes. By doing this, it saves you the thought that goes into how do I complete this particular task, how long will it take me. When you break into two smaller bits, it feels like you are not doing anything, whereas you are doing a lot of things. And I think that tip will actually help you if you try it out. Another thing you should also put to use is stop multitasking, especially if you are very lazy. I think this will fall under one of the principles I've put to use. You can give your attention to one thing per time, because what actually amounts to productivity is the things that end up being done. I will encourage you not to, for someone that is quite lazy or lacks motivation, you don't necessarily need to multitask. You can put your energy to a particular task and ensure it is completed, instead of having bits and pieces of uncompleted tasks. So another tip I would likely give is one of the things I've learned over time from observing myself personally. So that is taking advantage of your environment. What I mean environment, study yourself and get to understand what is the kind of setting that enables you to be more productive. For me, I like when there's light. There's this energy that comes upon me when I have like this light, I have music in the background, or my room is well arranged. I have energy to be more serious, to do some certain things, than when everything is just scattered or there's nothing happening. I just feel like lying more on the bed and not doing anything. So there's this kind of setting that I've observed that gets me to work. So I, one way or the other, create such a setting for me. Even this podcast, I did it within a particular setting by creating an atmosphere, making some preparation just to get me to do this podcast today. So another tip I would likely want to give you is what we call the mock mode. Yes, the mock mode, I've really not put it into practice, but I have heard from other person's experience that it has quite helped them a lot to be more productive. And what is the mock mode? That's simply pay attention to a particular task. What I mean is that you are channeling your attention for within a particular task. Maybe you are cutting off social engagement, social interaction, just to ensure that a certain task is done and completed. So when you are done with that task, you cannot go out to do other things. So it's more like a discipline kind of setting. You know how mock they behave. You give yourself to, you just decide in your mind to be very disciplined within a time frame. By doing that, you can get some work done. Another thing I want to mention was a tip that I've started implementing recently. It's a tip I got from Brian Tracy's book, Eat the Frog, and it talks about focusing on the 20% instead of the 80%. The 20% being those tasks that are more rewarding or that are more fulfilling than the 80% of tasks that are not necessarily rewarding or that are not, and secondly, they don't bring the best set of fulfillment. So for example, going out gisting with your friend, going for a social engagement, they are activities, but they don't really have a sense of fulfillment in the long run. So if you intend to achieve some certain things, you should focus on those tasks that give the best fulfillment. For example, instead of gisting with your friend, cracking joke, going for a comedy night hangouts or the like, you can as well just take a course, go for a meeting or a training or a seminar that at the long end or at the tail end, it actually adds up to your credential. It gives you a fulfillment of accomplishment. I don't know if you get the picture. As it concerns your tasks, focusing on those tasks that are more urgent, maybe not necessarily more urgent, but they are more rewarding, they are more fulfilling. When you complete them, it will help you a lot instead of waiting till the dying moment. Just focus on those most important, and you can now reallot those less important activities for other time or other days. So lastly, I think the point I will want to also give, this particular point has really helped me a lot, and it is a mind game. This is you helping your mind by focusing on the end of your tasks instead of focusing on how to start. What do I mean? The joy that comes with completing a particular task. So when you start thinking about that task, what to do, how to start, focus on that joy instead of thinking about what it takes for you to go into that process and finish it. By focusing on the joy, the reward that comes with it, it gives you that necessary energy to put in the work. So it is a mind game. You have to ensure that your mindset is more or less on the reward instead on the process, and by doing that, you see you are more energized to put in that work. You're more energized to not procrastinate. And I think if you do this, one of this period, you will definitely have some days, week, and a productive year. So ladies and gentlemen, please like, share and subscribe. I love you.